You've probably never heard her name, yet her story shaped the destiny of Israel. She lived quietly, in the shadow of history, carrying burdens and hopes few noticed. Today, we gently uncover the life of Joseph's forgotten wife, the Egyptian who quietly became the mother of two tribes. Imagine loving, waiting, and giving everything, yet being overlooked by time. She was unseen, yet her choices rippled through generations. For years, no one spoke of her courage, her faith, her patience. Today, we honor her story, softly, calmly, and intimately, because some voices, though forgotten, carry eternal impact. It's exhausting, isn't it? Feeling like life moves around you while you quietly carry your own weight. Sometimes, the world expects you to shine, to celebrate, to have answers, yet inside, there's a quiet ache no one seems to notice. The fatigue seeps into your bones, the prayers linger in the silence, and still, nothing seems to change. You've carried disappointments that no one sees. The waiting, the hoping, the gentle dream of something better, it becomes part of your rhythm. And when your story isn't told, when your heart isn't acknowledged, it can feel as though you don't even exist. She knew this. The woman we rarely hear about, Joseph's Egyptian wife, understood life's quiet struggles. She lived in the margins, her faith tested by obscurity. And yet, her choices, her patience, and her presence shaped a destiny far greater than herself. She knew what it meant to give quietly, to love without recognition, to trust when the outcomes seemed impossible. You may feel unseen now. You may wonder if your sacrifices, your tears, your daily faithfulness matter at all. And the truth is, they do. Even when no one says it, even when history forgets, the small, consistent acts of love and trust ripple further than we can imagine. Perhaps you relate to her quiet endurance. Perhaps you, too, have moments when hope feels distant, when God's voice seems soft or absent. It's not that He is gone. It's that sometimes, the work He is doing in your life is hidden, just like hers. Your story matters. Even in silence, even in seeming invisibility, there is impact. Every gentle prayer, every act of love, every whispered hope is noticed in ways you cannot measure. You are part of a greater tapestry, a plan unfolding quietly, patiently, tenderly. And sometimes the world won't see the beauty of your contributions, but God always does. So breathe. Acknowledge your heart. Let yourself feel that weariness, that longing, because it's part of being human. And know that even when the world overlooks you, your life carries a quiet, unstoppable influence. Just like hers. It's easy to feel guilty for feeling tired, isn't it? We live in a culture that praises constant strength, visible achievement, loud celebration. And yet, most of life is quiet, unseen moments of endurance, whispered prayers, tears shed when no one watches. She knew that. Joseph's forgotten wife lived in the quiet spaces of history. She carried responsibilities, hopes, and fears that few acknowledged. Her life was not dramatic by the world's standards, yet her influence was profound. Every small, unseen act, every word spoken in encouragement, every prayer whispered in faith, shaped the future in ways she could never fully measure. You may feel overlooked in your own life. Perhaps your kindness is ignored, your work unnoticed, or your love unreciprocated. That's painful. It can make you doubt your worth, your significance, even your faith. And it's normal to feel that way. Your emotions are valid. They don't make you weak, they make you human. We often compare our quiet lives to others' visible achievements, forgetting that influence doesn't always announce itself. The woman we're honoring today reminds us that God works in silence, through patient hearts and faithful, unseen contributions. Her story says, it's okay to be weary. It's okay to feel overlooked. It's okay to wait. Guilt and shame often accompany hidden struggles. Am I not doing enough? You may wonder. Am I failing because no one sees my efforts? But consider this. The most profound changes often begin in places no one notices. Faithfulness in obscurity has power. Small acts of love, prayer, and patience accumulate into something eternal. It's also okay to acknowledge that life is hard. It's okay to grieve dreams delayed or relationships strained. It's okay to admit when your heart is tired. None of this diminishes your value. None of this negates your purpose. The truth is that shared struggle connects us. When we recognize our pain, when we gently hold space for it, we create room for healing. You are not alone. Millions of women, past and present, carry silent burdens, yet their quiet faith shapes the course of generations. Just like her, you are part of something bigger. Every tear, every moment of endurance, every act of love ripples outward. Even in your fatigue, God is using your life to influence the unseen threads of eternity. Your struggles are real. Your emotions are valid. Your presence matters. And in this quiet recognition, there is gentle reassurance. You are not forgotten, and your life carries purpose beyond what eyes can see. Sometimes, the hardest part of waiting is believing that God is near. When our hearts ache, when prayers seem unanswered, it's tempting to feel abandoned. But the story of Joseph's Egyptian wife reminds us that God's presence does not always come in dramatic revelation. It often comes in quiet constancy, in subtle guidance, in patient preparation. She had no fame. She had no accolades. Yet she fulfilled a crucial role in God's plan. Through her, 2 tribes of Israel were born, shaping generations. She teaches us that influence and significance are not always visible, and that God often works through the overlooked, the patient, the faithful, and the unseen. It's comforting to remember that God notices the small acts of faith that go unseen by others. Every kind word, every moment of endurance, every prayer whispered in the stillness of your room is recognized. Even when life feels stagnant, He is moving quietly, shaping outcomes you cannot yet perceive. Her faithfulness was not loud. It was not boastful. She did not demand recognition. And yet, God used her life to create profound change. There is a soft lesson here. Spiritual significance is not measured by applause, acknowledgement, or visibility. It is measured by trust, patience, and love extended even when unnoticed. Perhaps your heart feels heavy with the weight of waiting. Perhaps you feel forgotten, like your prayers bounce off silent walls. This is precisely where God meets you. He does not measure your worth by the world's recognition. He measures it by your willingness to trust, to love, and to remain faithful. Quiet moments of surrender are not wasted. Silent tears are not meaningless. Long seasons of waiting are not void. God is present in each of them, whispering reassurance, preparing hearts, shaping circumstances, weaving together unseen threads into a tapestry far grander than what we can imagine. Even when life feels ordinary, when your contributions seem small, when you feel invisible, your story matters. Your faithfulness ripples into eternity. Your patience carries spiritual weight. And just as she shaped the destiny of Israel, your quiet faithfulness shapes lives, families, and futures you may never fully see. Take comfort in this: God's timing is perfect. His work in you is unseen, but never absent. The lives you touch, the prayers you offer, the love you extend, they are all part of a divine plan. You are never overlooked. You are never forgotten. Take a moment. Breathe. Let yourself feel the weight of the world you carry. And now, imagine a gentle hand on your shoulder, a presence so near it doesn't need to announce itself. That is God, softly reminding you. You are known, you are seen, and you are loved. She knew this presence. Joseph's Egyptian wife knew the quiet reassurance that comes from God's nearness. She faced trials, endured waiting, and remained faithful, not because her path was easy, but because she trusted a hand she could not always see. Her faith was not loud or dramatic, it was tender, patient, and enduring. Healing begins in these quiet spaces. When we acknowledge our exhaustion, our disappointments, our loneliness, we open ourselves to the gentle work of restoration. We allow God to fill the empty spaces with peace, hope, and tender courage. Perhaps you've been carrying grief, uncertainty, or regret. Allow yourself to release it slowly, gently. You do not have to solve everything at once. God does not demand instant resolution. He asks only for your openness, your willingness to rest in His presence. The woman in our story demonstrates that even in waiting, even in obscurity, healing and purpose are present. She endured, she loved, she nurtured, and through that quiet life, generations were shaped. There is profound power in patience. There is deep strength in silent faith. Your heart can be restored in gentle steps. One breath at a time, one prayer at a time, one quiet act of love at a time. Let the weight of expectation fall. Let the pressure to be enough fade. Here, in this soft surrender, there is hope. And hope is transformative. It does not erase struggles immediately, but it changes perspective. It softens pain. It reassures the soul. Just as she carried unseen burdens that produced lasting impact, your quiet endurance carries eternal significance. So rest, even if only for a moment. Let yourself feel understood. Let the gentle presence of God fill spaces you thought were empty. Let His soft light illuminate the unseen beauty of your life, the unseen courage of your heart. Strength does not always roar. Often it whispers. It sits patiently beside you, steady and unwavering, even when life feels uncertain. Joseph's forgotten wife embodied this quiet strength. She did not demand attention, yet her influence was monumental. She teaches us that waiting is not weakness, it is preparation. Sometimes, the most profound victories come from restraint, patience, and trust. Life does not always unfold on our timetable. God's timing may seem slow, yet every delay has purpose. Seasons of waiting are not empty. They are the soil where faith deepens, hearts mature, and character is refined. Her story reminds us that peace and strength can coexist with hardship. You do not need to pretend, overextend, or perform. Strength can be still. Strength can be gentle. Strength can be present in silence. Perhaps you are weary of waiting. Perhaps you feel overlooked. Yet consider this: God often prepares the greatest outcomes through the quietest hearts. Obscurity does not diminish value. Patience does not equate to failure. Every act of endurance, every prayer whispered in silence, every gentle choice to trust, shapes destiny. Imagine your life as a river. You may not see the full course, yet the water flows steadily, shaping landscapes along the way. Your quiet faithfulness is like that water, molding situations, influencing people, and carrying life where it is unseen. Peace is not passive. It is resilient. It is a deliberate choice to trust, to release control, to rest in God's timing. Like her, you can embrace the waiting, knowing that preparation is occurring. Character is being formed. Faith is being refined. You are being readied for something greater than the moment you can see. You do not have to prove your strength. You do not have to shout it. Your quiet endurance, your gentle patience, your soft faithfulness, these are monumental acts of strength. They shape not only your life but the lives of those you touch, the generations to come, the legacy that quietly endures. So breathe deeply. Recognize the power in your calm. Appreciate the subtle influence of your steadfast love and gentle courage. Your life, even in quiet corners, matters immensely. And the waiting? It is not wasted. It is sacred, preparing you, shaping you, and allowing God to accomplish His work through your heart. And now, softly, let the story settle. Let your heart rest in the truth that your life matters, even when it feels invisible. Like Joseph's forgotten wife, your quiet faith, your unseen sacrifices, and your gentle endurance carry eternal significance. You may never receive applause or recognition, and that's okay. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of patient love leaves an indelible mark on the world around you. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to feel unseen. It's okay to rest. In these moments of stillness, God's presence is closer than you realize. His hand is steady on your shoulder, His whisper soft in your heart, guiding, comforting, and preparing you for what is to come. Take with you the gentle strength of her story. Remember that waiting is not wasted. Endurance is not invisible. Faithfulness is never meaningless. Your life, just as it is, has shaped something larger than you can see. And in this quiet reflection, let hope take root. Let your heart feel the reassurance of God's nearness. Let the understanding wash over you. Though unseen by the world, your life is powerful, your presence is necessary, and your story matters beyond measure. Breathe, rest, and carry forward with gentle courage. Like her, your quiet love can change generations, even if no one ever notices.